Hello. I do have a beef. I do. And it may not be a beef. It just may be happy Thanksgiving. It just may be a turkey leg. But we still got one today. Just saying. We got one today. Just saying. It's too much. It is just too much. I blame Eve. I really do. I blame Eve. You blame Eve? Like, this is the problem. I'm going to get right into it so you understand what's happening for me. So, I have 30 people coming over for Thanksgiving. 30 people coming over that I'm hosting. And this is the thing. I'm hosting 30 people. Praise be to Jesus. Happy Thanksgiving. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Let me know. And are you hosting or you're just coming in expecting everything to be like perfect? Tell me. Tell me. Where are you in that spectrum? Where are you? I'm just saying. I don't know where you are at, but let me just tell you what is happening for me. This is what's happening for me. Well, I'm first going to put some Oscar de la Renta because why not? Hello. Yeah. I'm Dominican and I'm a very proud Dominican. You guys know Oscar? Oscar de la Renta? I've been using this for a very, 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 very long time. He is, I mean, that man did so much for so many people. But this is my thing. This is my thing. Okay? Why am I so upset at Eve? Because I'm just saying, I'm upset at Eve and I'm going to have a conversation with her because seriously, girl, why you did us in like that? So she believed that she could and she did. That's what she did to us. I blame her. I just do. Because this is the thing. I'm cleaning since 3 days ago. I'm cleaning. Imagine you are blessed with the home that the Lord has given you. You're blessed. It's a blessing to have a home, and I'm so grateful to God for have our home. But we have a big home, okay? And there I am. I don't know what I was thinking this year, but I decided that I was gonna clean. I was gonna be Wonder Woman, and I'm gonna do all the cleaning myself this year. All the cleaning myself, you all. Why? Why? Why am I cleaning this home all by myself this year? Why? Explain it to me. But I thought I had to be Superwoman. I wonder where that comes from. Is it you, Eve? Because seriously, girl, you're not looking good. I have a list. I know. I am the queen of gratitude. But today I was like, I stopped myself and I said, today is ending today. It's just ending today. I'm not doing this one more day. I'm just not. Because I'm cleaning this house and I'm cleaning and my husband is fabulous and we have a great team between he and I, of course, and our daughter, she's just delicious. Joy is the queen of decoration and stuff like that. So everything is good as far as that goes. Celebrate it. Happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate it. Yes, I am celebrating Thanksgiving. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Love it. CL Bread. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. But this is the thing. There I am doing the most, as my kids would say, doing the most. And all this song, it's like I remember, like I have flashbacks. Oh, wait. I'm always the one when people are at my door that I literally hear them. I hear them. Oh my God, there's somebody at the door. It's whatever, I'm hosting. And they're at the door and I run. Is that you? I run to go shower. I run to go get ready. I run. And if I showered, if I have more sense and shower or brush my teeth, okay, because a lot of times that doesn't even get done. I get up and thank you, Jesus, that I'm up. Oh, thank you. I have my routines before I get out of bed. Thank you, Jesus, that you gave me another day. Thank you, Lord. And this and that I do that routine. But then I get up and it's like I start right into cleaning all this stuff that I did not clean for like a year. So you come to my house, you probably have all these guilt feelings because you come to my house and you're probably thinking, Oh my gosh, I could never keep the house like that. Well, I don't either. You're just visiting today. Okay, you're just visiting today. And that's why I actually decided to clean that place. You know that place? You know that place. I know that you know that place. For me, it's like the sliding doors. It's not that I don't clean the sliding doors, but it's like there is these opening, there is these like places in the sliding door where I'm like pressure washing and cleaning and doing the most. Oh, why? Why? Because it has a little bit of dirt. Why does it have to be perfect? But there I am. There I am doing the most, right? But I still, it's 12 o'clock, and I told my husband, I'm sorry, honey, because I like to not give him like a list of honeydews, right? When we're hosting and he needs the energy to be able to love on my family and to be able to be present, right? But there I am. There I am. Well, I can't pick up the food because I did have enough sense. Thank you, Jesus. Shout out to Bravo Supermarket in Lake Worth. My brother-in-law turned me on to them. And oh my, it's too hot, you all. It's just too hot. Where's this fan? Okay. Have a guy that's actually helping us to do certain things, and he's actually right now calling me. So I gotta go take care of that. Unless you guys want to see. You guys want to come see? I don't care. Come see. Come see all this. Come see all this. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna show you all that I still gotta do. And why is this Facebook so close to me? No, don't be that close to me. I don't want to be showing all my things. Hello, all the wrinkles I don't want to show. Like, you're too close. It's like this thing is too close. You guys are gonna meet Francisco. I guess this is a good opportunity for you guys to see the home. And hey, Ronnie, how are you? I have everything almost ready. This is the stuff to set up outside. I have don't mind my basket. Okay, do not mind my basket, okay? But everything is ready. That bicycle over there, that has a story. Let me just tell you. But those are the table covers and everything else. So this is what's going on. Francisco has been working on doing the, oh my, doing the screens because the screens have been broken and we needed to do them. Give me 1 second, you all. So this is our pool area and this is where I'm going to be setting up the tables right here. Francisco, ¿puede esperar o no?
Sí,
¿Sí?
sí.
Todavía está recogiendo, ¿verdad?
No, yo terminé ya, pero si tengo más o menos qué tiempo demora.
Me hizo lo de la silla.
¿Eh?
Lo de la silla me lo hizo.
No tengo un cassette, te limpié todo.
La manguera está allí y se puede poner aquí.
Oh, ya.
Sí, muchísimas gracias. Okay. So anyway, it was like, you all. Let me just tell you, I'm serious. I'm serious. I just got to tell you what's going on because if you don't understand, why am I this close? Nobody got time for all them wrinkles, girl. But yeah, Facebook is hating on me too. But this is what happens. So I don't want to lose what I'm trying to explain you all because it's going to get, oh my gosh, why? Why are we doing this? This is too, oh. And I think originally oh no, this goes like this. So anyway, you're too close to me. Oh my. I can't get my thing to not be this close. So you're gonna see up and close. So my thing is this. I pulled up a coffee cup. I pulled up a coffee cup for my girl, Eve. For my girl, Eve, so I could talk to her. Because I'm having a serious conversation with her. Why do I have guilt feelings about getting myself ready? Why? Why is there a problem with me feeling all this guilt about getting myself ready? Like, why? Why do I feel like there is a problem with getting myself ready. No, there should not be a problem. I'm hosting, and I have people coming over, and I like putting on my makeup. Not that this girl doesn't look beautiful without the makeup, she does, and so do you. But I like, sometimes if it needs a little bit of painting, that's what one of my pastors used to say. If it needs a little bit of painting, like paint it, okay? That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I didn't even have time to go do my lashes. I did not. This is all lashes, okay, as you can see. But I didn't have time to go do that. I wanted to go do my lashes, do all that, but I didn't. So going back to Eve, the problem is that we think something was said to us. I don't know by who, because God doesn't even expect this from us. But what happened was we think we need to put ourselves last. Why do we think we need to put ourselves last? We don't have to. We don't have to. You know that saying? That saying, put on your seatbelt first. That is such a great saying. We should be putting on our seatbelt first so that we can then take care of everything else, everyone else around us, right? But if we are not putting on the seatbelt on first for us and making sure that we're good, then how can we take care of somebody else? My family doesn't want me in a room when they get to my house. They don't want that. They don't want me in a room now taking a shower and being able to put on the makeup and do all that. And a lot of times, you know what happens? I don't even put on the makeup because it's like I feel terrible. Happy Thanksgiving, Wyatt. Happy Thanksgiving, Gail. This is me just venting. This is me just venting. I went through just, oh my gosh, why is this happening? Why do I do this? And if you are part of my family or close knit friend, because we host a lot, like for the holidays, you know that happens every year. Glennis, the first person that comes is not going to get my attention. If you come later, I'm already out and this and that. But why? Why do I do that? Why do I do that to my family? So this year, I say, you know what? No. I'm going to set up maybe the table outside when they're here. If I'm late, if I'm behind, that's just what's going to happen. And guess what? They're going to be just grateful and thankful to be here. And they probably will say, hey, girl, we'll help you. Let's go. Let's go. We'll help you. So what's wrong with that? And I also decided, let me tell you, I don't drink. This is not drink. Oh, I forgot to text my husband. He's not going to be happy. But you know what this is? Eggnog. Eggnog. I even served some for my girl Eve. Okay? Here, eggnog. See that? Eggnog. You know why? This here is the finest china I own right here. Right here. It has these beautiful carved birds that are right here. I've had this probably about 30 years. Okay? My best friend then gave it to me, and it has a matching thing, and I've had it. I think I've used it maybe twice. Hey, Cliff. And why? Why am I not using my best china? Again, I blame Eve. I do. I blame her. I'm going to ask her, what is up with that? Where did I get that from? That I am not worthy of using our best china. Who am I leaving it to? Who needs to use my china? And probably, sadly enough, this is what happens, you all. Probably if my daughters inherit any of that china, you know what happens? I gotta come like 100 feet away from this thing because it's like too close. But and probably those that are on YouTube going, no, girl, you're getting out of frame. Don't go back. But Facebook is hating on me. Facebook is right here. I know. You know why I'm paying more attention to Facebook and talking more about Facebook? Because you all don't follow me on YouTube. You don't, which is fine. So anyway, and then I'm not gonna say I'm old, but I built an audience on Facebook. And my kids would say, well, one of them, not all of them. It's because you're old, mom. You never got to Instagram. You never got to TikTok. You never got to YouTube because you're old, and that's okay. But anyway, I am on YouTube Live also, and would love a follow there and a subscription there, so you can hear my shenanigans about Thanksgiving, right? But anyway, the thing is that I had not used that china for a very long time, and my daughters, unfortunately, they probably will not use it because oh, my mom left it to me. My mom did not leave it to the cabinets. Okay, it's not for the cabinets. My mom left it for you to use it. How about that? How about that? Right? So my friend gave it to me. She didn't own a house then. She said, Glennis, I had this dear person in my life that gave me this, and I don't own a home, and I want you to have it. And I was like, Sandy, no, I don't want you to do that. No, I want you to have it. You have a beautiful home. I want you to have it. And she gave it to me 30 years, and I hope she never watches this because I've used it twice. That's not okay. And then what's the other thing? What's the other thing I had to say? On Thanksgiving, that person that gets under your skin. You know that one. You know that one. You know that one that gets under your skin, and every year they say the wrong thing, and every year you feel like, oh my gosh, why do I keep inviting them? I'm gonna tell you what Mel Robbins says in her book. Let them be critical. Let them be who they are. You know what the problem is? This wonderful man that I met, Judge West, the other day at the gym. He said to me, "You know what, Glennis? The problem is with people, is they have all these expectations. Why would you expect your cousin or your uncle or your brother-in-law, whoever it is in your family, to not be themselves? Why? Why do we expect people not to be themselves? They're going to be who they are. Wyatt, they're going to be who they are. Gail, they're going to be who they are. Let them be who they are. Now, let you, right? That's what Mel Robbins says. I love that book because if we do not have an expectation for them to be kind, to say things, my kids will say, Mom, you're so political. Well, it's not that I'm political, is that it's nice to be kind and look to find the correct words to relate to all different people, right? I mean, I'm in sales. If I did not find the right words to say to different people, then that would be very difficult to be able to do well in sales. You have to know how to relate to people to be able to say things, to different people, same things in different ways. So the thing is that do not expect them to change. I expect you to change. This year, this Thanksgiving, do yourself a favor. In all things, the Bible says, give thanks. Well, give thanks to God this year because you finally decided that, this is what Judge West told me. Glennis, you've been part of the recovery movement for many years. Why don't you start acting as if you know? How about if you start thinking about the serenity prayer? God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. You cannot change them. Don't try to change them. Do not try to change them. Try to change yourself. How about that? And one way you can change yourself this Thanksgiving is by expecting to change you, the way you react about their shenanigans and their nonsense. How about that? You can actually change. You can actually say and do things in a way that do not affect who you are. They say it. What if instead of you reacting, because that's what I do, I'm going to talk about me. I react. I react. I react in a way that I should not be reacting, and that is a problem. I react, and what if I reacted kind? What if I reacted without expectations? What if I said that's just who they are? And I'm not saying allow people to curse you out and allow people to belittle you and allow people to not be to treat you any kind of way, but if that's just who they are, you can actually set boundaries. You can set boundaries and say, you know what, I'm not going to hang around them as much. Maybe next year I don't invite them. Maybe next year, hey, I'm not saying cancel your family, because I mean that's such a new thing. I can't even believe that we as a society are going through things like that. And I'm not saying it's right, wrong, or indifferent. But what if you actually limit the amount of time you're around that person? Let you make different decisions. You do what you need to do. Like this year, I decided, you know what? No. And I decided it last minute. I was actually walking outside, going to clean those chairs, and I was not going to do the makeup. And I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I am going to do the makeup the best I can. Okay? I'm going to do the best I can before everybody gets here. And then I am going to be fully present with whoever I need to be fully present with. Why do I invite my family to be in a room? Why? Why, Eve? Why? Because I need to put myself last? No. No. That's just not the way God created us to be. And no matter what I do, and I'm sure that happens to you, my eyebrows are always very different. Anyway, so yeah, that was my thing. I hope that today you have a wonderful day, that you do take time to be grateful and thankful. I have so many reasons to be grateful, to be thankful to God. A lot of reasons. My parents are alive. My dad died when I was 3, but then 26 years later, my mom remarried who I call my dad. Well, most times I call him grandpa. And he's just a very kind man that I love. He's alive. And they're in their 80s, and I'm grateful to God for that. Yes, we lost a lot of family this year. We went through a lot of grief this year. I had 2 cousins, young, that passed from cancer. I had another family member that, very young, that passed. Very difficult. I don't want to go into how, but very difficult circumstances around his passing. And then I had my dear aunt, who was like a second mother to us, and she passed recently. And it's been a very difficult year, but I'm very grateful to God. I'm very grateful to God that God has allowed me to be able to fully show up for my family this year and celebrate all the good in it. The good in it is that, yes, my aunt passed, but that woman gave us 87 amazing years. That woman was like everything. She is that person, in your family. I hope you're that person in your family. I hope to be one day that person in your family that actually does so much for the family. And I don't care that you see my Mac, my powder. Yeah, this has been broken for a very long time, but I still got powder, so call me cheap. But I still got powder. I'm gonna use it until. But anyway, yeah, she was that person in our lives, and And she did so much. She became a mom to my mother at 2 years old, to my aunt at four. And she was that person, just an incredible human, and helped us in so many things. She literally gave her visa to my mother to actually come to the United States because she was married and my mom was a widow and had these three little girls. And yeah. So, what are you thankful for? Think about it. What are some of the things that you can be grateful and thankful for? I asked my the lady that does my hair. I asked her, so what are some, Angela, if you're watching, I love you. Happy Thanksgiving. What are some of the traditions that you guys have at your house? Share with me. Would love to be able to do some of them in our home. But this is what we do in our home. We do all the food, we do all the things, right? Yep, this here. We do all the things, and what we do, we eat, we eat plenty, we have music, we have plenty of music as far as we're loud, we're Hispanics, we scream. The music has to be the loudest. Oh my goodness, all of it, right? But the thing is this, Rada, thank you for watching. All the things, right? And finally, when we are done with the eating, we sit down. This is what we do in our home. Okay, trying to figure out how to put this mirror right here. Okay, to try to finish this here. So one of the things that we do, is we sit around at the end after we eat. We're usually having dessert, and we do a circle. If you are part of our family, you know those circles. They're huge. And we do a circle, and in that circle we say something about the person that's to the left or to the right of us. So, as an example, let's say that my husband is next to me. I'll say, I am grateful for Corey because of, him being just an amazing husband, a really good dad. Grateful to him for picking up the food today. Grateful for how he shows up, for him being a man of God, a man that covers our family in prayer. And I'm grateful to God for those things. And it doesn't have to be long and drawn out. Like sometimes there is, like, my dad always makes me cry. He's the one that usually makes me cry. And we say something and we go around that circle. And that may take 2-3 hours sometimes, depending on how many people. And it's so beautiful because we look for, I know I do, I look forward to that time with our family. What are some of the traditions, some of the things that you guys do in your home? This year I was even thinking, so I Teresa Villefoy is one of my mentors. I love her. We're going through this vision course, part of her membership, my husband and I, and just so grateful to God for her. But in the package, that when we signed up in Texas, they gave us this little box that has scriptures, for the family, for favor, for relationships, for business. And, it's different scriptures. So it's in a little box, it's neatly done. And I thought, well, maybe one of the things that we do this year differently, I'm going to see and see what the family thinks, is take one of those scriptures, take one of those cards, whether it's for family, for wealth, or for whatever, and see how that lands, and see if we can talk about what does that even mean? Why was that even important to you? Why did you pick relationship or wealth or business versus your spirituality or whatever. I think that there is favor. One of them is favor. For me, definitely, if we did that exercise, I will pick favor, because I want to be able to grow in the favor of God. I have been talking to our children a lot lately, as we are favor. There's nothing special about this girl. Like, I'm just a chick from Uptown Manhattan that said a simple prayer, asked Jesus into her heart, and the favor of God came upon my life. The favor of God came upon my life. And that's it. Favor is such an important thing, because favor goes before you. Favor goes before you get there. I didn't even finish college. I don't have a college degree yet. I own multiple businesses where the Lord has allowed me to be able to, by His grace alone, to be able to earn as much as someone that had a master's degree, perhaps even more, and do less. Isn't that awesome, right? So the favor of God, I say, is not fair. So what are some of the things that you may be able to do that may make something special? When the kids were little, I would do a list, a gratitude list, for them to tell us everything that they were grateful for. And sometimes I go through our Christmas things, because we later on took those little wrappings and put them in a little baggie, and we will put them on the tree as an ornament. And sometimes I open them up and I start crying. I remember our son, I think he was like, maybe, I want to say 7 years old. I'm grateful to God for my mom. I'm grateful to God for my toys. And it was like, oh, so beautiful, right? The little things. You can start new things. Like, Thanksgiving doesn't have to be awkward. It doesn't have to be where you do the same things every year. You can be innovative. I haven't even thought about this, but what if we went into ChatGPT and asked ChatGPT, hey, what are some of the things that we can do around the table to be able to do something memorable and create a great experience for everybody as we're sitting or trying to interact? What are some of the things out of the box that may be simple that we can do? And see what it tells us, right? And go from there. But just grateful to God for you. If nobody has told you, I want you to know that I am extremely, extremely grateful for you. Extremely grateful for how a lot of you have prayed for our family. This has been a difficult year for us. Yeah, it has. A lot of grieving, and then I had a major accident this year again. And it's like, oh my gosh, but why, Lord? Why? Why? I don't understand. I had a life death accident. My first book came out of Gratitude Transformation, came out of that experience where I literally was trauma hacked. The Lord saved and spared my life. And then I had this other accident that was a major accident. A dump truck hit me going forward really bad. And I was just parked, no seatbelt, just parked, minding my own business, waiting for a client. And then he backs up and hits me again. And I have now, the doctors say, not necessarily what I believe over my body, but the doctors say that I have two herniated discs. I can stay there, or I can say, you know what, God is healing me. I live in a whole, healthy, beautiful body that the Lord has given me. And I get to create something different from there, right? It's up to me. I get to speak what's true and not true about my life, about my situation, and the same with you. And this year, I'm just so grateful because the Lord is allowing me to actually finish a book that I started a while back. And I'm going to disclose that I am using ChatGPT to be able to help me finish that book. Because as I am part of the summit, the training with Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi, one of the things that they talk about a lot is the very fact it's not that AI is going to take our jobs, is that the people that do not know how to use AI, those people are going to take our jobs. And it was like I stayed in my head. I have this going on and that going on and the other going on, and I don't have time to actually structure it and finish it. And right now, I'm almost done. Damn girl, you look good is almost done. And I'm just so grateful to God, so grateful to God, because I get to, before the year is over, to be able to create all the content to be able to promote that book to a publisher. And I'm just excited. I'm just excited. So that's a huge thing for me. I believe that that book is going to touch millions of lives, because it's a story of deep wound, how just even looking at myself in the mirror and being able to get up close. And I have certain things in my office where I'll show you. I have this mirror. I have this mirror, and this mirror is an antique mirror right here. And let me tell you something, the things that this mirror knows, the things that this mirror has heard and seen, it's not pretty, because I went through a healing process where I needed a lot of healing just to be able to look at myself in the mirror and be able to affirm myself. A lot of healing, 30 days of crying, 30 days of saying, hey, you're not that. You're not that. Everything that was said about you as a little girl is not true. You are beautiful. You are made in the image of God. Looking at this mirror and allowing this mirror to affirm me was really, really difficult. And I take women through that, through what's here, right? What's here that we're saying, so that we can put it out there in the world. Because the first step of recovery is admitting, right? Getting out of denial, right? This is how I feel when I look at myself in the mirror. This is what I see. To, oh, wait a minute, I am the apple of God's eyes. I am precious in his sight. No, God made me all that on a bag of chips, and it doesn't matter who spoke garbage over me. So I am writing that, and I am trusting God to minister to many through that. So that's where that's at. I hope to God that this has been a fun time. I have the makeup on. I don't know if at the end of the day I'm gonna put my hair up. I may leave it down. I may pin it up. I don't know what the feel is, but I know that I am about 30 seconds from being ready. And I'm just so proud of me. I hope to God that some of this stuff has ministered to you. And if nobody has said it, I want you to know, damn girl, you look good. You look good, girl. Yes, you do. The God in you looks really, really good. Happy Thanksgiving. Love you guys. And thank you for doing the shenanigans with me and actually allowing me to walk through the process of, wait, why can't I put on my makeup first? Why do I have to go do the next thing? No, I don't need to. Happy Thanksgiving. Grateful to God for all of you. Love you guys. I'm going to end this live.